everyone, my name is Gauri Venkata Mahalakshmi and my roll number is 23052. Today I will be presenting the topic Dialogues, Alert Dialog example as a part of mobile application development course. In this section, I will explain how dialogues are used in Android applications to interact with the users, especially focusing how to create and implement the alert dialog. So next, here is the quick overview of the session. First, we will look at the concept and the components of the alert dialog. Then I will demonstrate a working example using the Android Studio, and then finally we will conclude with the real-world use cases. And let's begin by understanding what is a dialog and why it's important in the Android development. So, what is a dialog in your meaning? A dialog is a small window that pops up in the front of the main app content to capture the user attention for the quick interactions. It doesn't take up the entire screen and is used for the short focus on exchanges. And there are different types of characteristics for each type. So a dialog also has three types of characteristics. There are user attention, quick input, and non-intrusive. User attention is used to grab the user's focus for important actions, whereas quick input is used first, allows users to make fast decisions or provide input, and non-intrusive, and it is a characteristic that overlay the content without disrupting the app's main context. Now we are going to take a look at three different types of dialogues commonly used in Android apps. These dialogues help manage user interactions and display critical information. Let's dive into three main characteristics of dialogues. First, alert dialogue. An alert dialog is used to show messages and provide options for user decisions. You might be familiar with seeing buttons like OK or Cancel in the pop-up window, which allow the user to proceed based on their choice. Some examples of alert dialogues like confirmation dialog, error messages, warning notifications. Confirmation dialogues are used for asking the user to confirm the actions, and error messages are used informing the user of issues or mistakes. Warning notifications are used for alerting users about potential issues or necessary actions. The second one is the progress dialog. The progress dialog is essential when an operation is running and the user needs to know its status. These dialogs show a loading indicator or the progress bar to inform the user about ongoing activities. Some typical uses of the progress dialog include like file uploads or downloads. It displays the status of these operations. And next, data processing indicates when the app is handling complex data. And next, network operations showing progress when connecting to the servers or APIs. And next, the final one is the picker dialogues. The picker dialogues are allows the users to select a value or input data, usually involving a date or time. This dialog typically includes two types of picker dialogues, that is date and time. Date picker dialog is used to select a specific date, and time picker dialog is used for choosing a time. There are perfect scenarios for this. First is the birthday selections, choosing a birth date, whereas appointment scheduling, setting times for meetings or events. Next, the final one is the reminders, helping users set reminders at a specific date and time. Now, let us talk about the alert dialog example in the Android. An alert dialog is an UI element used to display a warning or notification message to the user. It usually presents a choice, for example, yes or no, and based on the user's response, the app can perform certain actions. The alert dialog consists of three main components. The first is a title, a message area, and the action button. In Android, we use three primary methods to create an alert dialog. First one is set a title, to set the title of the dialog box, and the set message, to define the message you want to show the user, and the set icon, to display an icon in the dialog box. So title, for the title we use set a title, and for the message we use set message, and for the icon we use set icon. After that, we typically add two buttons to handle the user's decisions. The first button is set positive button and the second one is the set negative button. The set positive button is used to give the positive responses and the set negative button is used for giving the negative button. That is first positive yes and negative no. So next, this all I will explain in the actual code in the coming slides. Next, I will show a simple demo how the alert dialog works in an Android app. Now, after this, we will discuss this simple demo of how Alert Dialog works in the Android app. So, this is the live demo Alert Dialog implementation. Here, we will see how the Alert Dialog is implemented in the Android Studio. Here, on the first screen, you see the app displays a button that says display alert dialog. Here you can see this, right? And the second screen, when you tap on display alert dialog, then the second screen is open and it shows a message, and with the alert it has a title and do you want it to close the application is the message, and it has two buttons, no and yes. No button is used to show that it directly gives the first screen, it gives the first screen with the button again, but in the S, when we click the S, it returns to the home screen. Okay, so this is how the alert. No is used for negative response and S is used for the positive response. So finally you have cleared that if you click the no button, first screen returns, and if you click the S button, it clicks the next. So this is how the alert dialog implementation is done, and this also how the code implementation we will next discuss in the next slide. So this is the Kotlin code we use it to create the before example, and here on the right side you see how to create an alert dialog box in the Android, right? We created a dialog box in Android by using two files. One is main activity.kt file, that is Kotlin file, and the other is the activity.main XML file. XML file is used to create the buttons and the Kotlin file is used to give the method how the button works is done in Kotlin file. So first, this is the overview how it is created. First we should create a project and then we should write the other two files and then implement. Then it shows here alert. Alert is the title. Set a title we use it to see this. And do you want to exit? Do you want to exit is a message we use it. So that is the message we use it to show. And next here is the action button. Action button is of two types, no and S. No is used to show for negative response and S is used to show for positive response. So this is the code. As I said, now I will discuss the code which we implemented. Here, override fun on back pressure. This line, this code implementation is used to declare the on back pressure method. When the back button is pressed, this method will be called. And next, the val builder is equals to alert dialog.builder.this. This line of the code is used for creating the object of alert dialog builder class. And next, the builder set message. Do you want to exit? This line of the code is used to set the message show for the alert time. And the next builder.set title alert. This line of the code is used to show and set the message show for the alert time, and the next builder.set title, this is used for the title, and next builder.set cancelable, this set cancelable false for when the user clicks on the outside the dialog box, then it will remain shown. And next the code builder.set positive, yes, this line of code is used to set the positive button with S name lambda on click listener method is used of dialog interface. And next the builder dot set negative button is used to show the negative response, that is set negative button with no lambda. So on click listener method is used of dialog interface. And next The about dialog which finish it is used when the user click S button then the app will close. And next this dialog which dialog cancel. This piece of code is used if the user click no then dialog is cancelled. And next the val alert dialog is equals to builder.create. This is used to create the alert dialog. And next alert dialog dot show. This is used to show the alert dialog box. So this is how the code is implemented for the alert dialog box. Next we will see the conclusion of what is alert dialog box and what are the future enhancement and what are the real world scenarios of the alert dialog box in here. To wrap up, alert dialogs play a key role in improving user experience by clearly guiding users when important decisions need to be made. In real-world Android apps, they are commonly used for the actions like confirming logins, deleting data, exiting the app, and other critical interactions. Looking ahead, we can take this further by using custom dialogues, for example, adding input fields, images, or even dynamic layouts to create more advanced and user-friendly experiences. These alert dialogues can enhance using custom layers, input fields, and dynamic designs, making apps more interactive and user-friendly. Thank you for the attention.